Bitcoin will go to zero.
Hi everyone and welcome to KRYPTALK, that Irish guy that talks about Bitcoin. Earlier on I uploaded a short, and in that short I explained that Bitcoin had broken 48,000 and was currently trading at $48,500. Now since then it's obviously gone, it's continued to grow and it's broke out of $49,000. So this is the Kraken chart. It's a 30-minute chart, and Bitcoin is trading at $49,175. What's happened here is it had a kind of a nice run. Remember, this is the 30-minute chart, so all these candles, these green bullish candles and these red bearish candles, they represent 30 minutes of trading. So this flagpole here, Bitcoin was basically trading up along and went into an ascending triangle pattern. So you see they're kind of characterized by, it has a horizontal kind of resistance here, touched it here, couldn't get through it, touched it here and couldn't get through it, kind of around the same level. However, look at the low points here. The low point, what's called a higher low and another higher low. So the low points were kind of increasing. You're getting a kind of series of higher lows, but a kind of horizontal kind of zone of resistance or level of resistance. Now, these ascending triangles are textbook bullish. They tend to break to the upside and get higher prices 70% of the time, and that's exactly what's after happening throughout the course of the day. So how do I calculate a rough target for this? Well, basically I take the flagpole, I add it on to the point of the breakout, which is here, and if we take a look, the target for this here should be about 50,600. So you're talking about another $1,500. Now I've just gone ahead and zoomed out and switched to the daily chart to kind of give us a slightly more macro view of what's going on. First thing I'm going to do is take a look at today's candles. That's the open and that's the close, and so you're talking you have it's a 5% gain, so about $2,357. I mean, that's great, especially at these prices. Okay, the reason I'm showing you this now is because we're only a small bit off the next Fibonacci level. I mentioned that in the short. It's about 51,800, which brings us to the 0.7 level there. So another 5% from here, another $2,500 will get us up to the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement, and after that it's the one, which is 64,500. Now I did mention this in a kind of last longer episode I did, that if I'm just going to zoom out to the weekly and just show you, it's probably a bit easier to explain here. So these Fibonacci retracements, all these levels here, all these different zones here, they're Fibonacci retracement levels, and then above here Fibonacci extensions. So if you start the Fibonacci retracement, or start at zero, put the zero down here at the bottom of the March 2020 crash when Bitcoins were at like $3,000-$4,000, and bring it up and put your one here at 64,500, which is the all-time high, you get your Fibonacci levels. Now that's why it looks like it's heading towards 0.786. So I'm expecting a bit of resistance around here. If we manage to break through that, which is $51,800, I think we're going to make a play for 64,500, which is the current all-time high, and possibly break it. Now we're just going to take a quick look at some indicators. I'm going to wrap this video up. The first one we're going to look at is the MACD. So remember, this is the Kraken daily chart, so all these represent 1 day of trading. We've just had a bullish cross on the MACD. The bullish cross is when the blue line goes above the orange line. Like you can see here, it's just touching there, which is obviously excellent, because then you're hoping, you'd expect a bit more price increases. Now that's on the daily, it's a shorter time frame, but if I just go ahead and switch this to the weekly, which is a lot more significant, if I look at the weekly time frame, look at all those weeks of bearish action going back as far as the last deck cross here, where the blue line went under the orange line on the MACD. That would have been kind of mid-April. So now you're talking, now it's like, mid to late August, and we're just had a bullish cross on the MACD on the weekly time frame. So the blue line there has just got above the orange line. So look what happened when this happened before. Last time we had one of these crosses was back in October 2020, and look at all that bullish action. So I am expecting higher prices. I've said it before, I've said it again. Bitcoin, I think, is going to hit $88,000 plus before the next halving in 2024. It's a very, very conservative estimate. Right, we're going to get rid of the MACD. Another very simple indicator I want to take a look at, and back to the daily chart, is the EMA ribbon. So we're well above the EMA ribbon here, this collection of moving average, these lines here, and we're going to get rid of that as well. Typically above that, we've got a little nice, perfect little bounce off there. Didn't even fall into it. So that's obviously very, very positive and bullish as well. And one I'm really taking a look at, one that caused a lot of fuss back in May, was this deck cross here. So you have the 50-day moving average represented by the green trend line. You have the 200-day moving average represented by the red trend line. When the green crossed under the red, you have a debt cross. It's a lagging indicator. At the time, it was nothing to get. It's actually a great buy signal, nothing to be worried about now. It does look like these are starting to converge again. They've started to diverge away. It went parallel for a while. They do look like they're getting a little bit closer. So I'd imagine in a few weeks, maybe in a few months, you're going to get this golden cross. By then, it might even be a bit too late. So in summary, keep an eye on the 51,800 level. Okay, if we manage to break that, just keep an eye on the volume and see if it's like kind of an aggressive breakout above that, because I think if we break and hold above that 51,800 level, we're going to make a challenge for the all-time high, and I'm predicting all-time highs before the end of the year, possibly even my own prediction of 88,000 might happen by the end of the year, maybe early next year, but again, that's just my own opinion. So always do your own research, never invest in what you can afford to lose. Got any sort of value from this episode? Go ahead and subscribe. Shláinte.